Guess what? Infowars. That station that champions truth and righteousness. Of course it does. Here's Paul Watson. Paul Joseph Watson from Infowars. Sidekick Alex Jones. Preaching up the government line that Manhattan incident was real. I mean, we've had these buggers before, haven't we? In Infowar. Spreading lies in the midst of truth. It's a good old tactic by the enemy of truth, just to get hold of truth and mix within it lies, falsehood, deception. You know, for children to receive medicine that's not very tasty, just put something sweet with it and it goes down well. Same here. You give the sweetness of truth and you slide within it the poison of lies, untruths. We had Infowars with New York before, where they employed an actress to do a part for camera to promote the government line that terrorism was real, and they've been doing it ever since. And this is another one. This comes from Paul Joseph Watson, covers Manhattan incident.
Down by a vehicle.
Okay.
Let's read some reports. This is a breaking news story. This is out of breaking911.com. Box truck mows down several pedestrians in Manhattan. Here's what we know. Several pedestrians and bicyclists were run down by a vehicle in Lower Manhattan Tuesday. According to witnesses, a man in a box truck veered off the road and struck the victims. The unidentified suspect was later taken into custody. There was multiple reports of gunfire in the area following the incident. It's unclear if these reports are related. Unclear if it was an act of terrorism, but we've seen before shootings that follow these kind of events in terrorist attacks. We've seen it in London, where this initial vehicle attack is just the start. Then potentially other individuals go out and attack people with weapons, with knives or guns in the aftermath of that.
It's just promoting terrorism. Not only that, he said that London was a terrorist incident. Now, which one in London? Westminster Bridge or London Bridge? Huh? This is supposed to be an alternative, truthful media setup. Is it buggery? Is it buggery? Infowars. So, the point is, Paul Joseph Watson and this money-making Infowars, whilst you are repeating the lines of the media, you have what we all have. Okay? We have intelligence and intellect, and are able to go to a search engine and type in Manhattan hoax, or Manhattan, or New York hoax, haven't you? But you don't do that. A simple 10-second application of one's time to a search engine would bring up the truth. But they're not interested in the truth here. It's all pantomime, theatre. And hence why it is that they are putting up such things as New York bombing of the dumpster as being true, even employing an actress to do a part to camera. This is how big and far these buggers go. And by now they should have understood, but they don't want to understand because it is becoming more and more apparent that their paymasters come within the government circle. Feeding one set of truths, and as we say, underneath it, lies. So we accept the truths that are true, and if we've all done our own clicking on the search engine and putting in the proper headings, we find that these buggers are telling lies. So in actual fact, you know, the truths that they speak, are they themselves mixed in with error? FEMA camps, they keep crying, FEMA, 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 FEMA. How many pigging years have they been shouting, oh, they've established FEMA camps, oh, it's going to be a military takeover of the country, of all the people are going to be herded into vans and taken to FEMA camps. How many pigging years has this fear been going on? Getting people to buy into Infowars. You know, when I first came across this thing, I thought, oh, well, that seems alright. But then alarm bells began to ring. Oh, what the hell? There's something wrong here. And as the more I listened to various programs of this, it was what we would call neo-evangelical theatre. And an appropriate word, because neo-evangelicalism, which is a religion all of its own, is Zionistic, earthy Zionistic, and Jones is basically a Zionist. So he's a neo-evangelical, and that's complete, absolute heresy. Heresy. It's all for show. As we say, this beggar here can do as we do, and he has the facilities more than we have to do them. To find out the truth within seconds. This guy here and Alex Jones have a support staff. You telling me that none of the support staff have Googled, put into a search engine, Manhattan hoax? You telling me? Come on. They know better than that, and we'll leave it at that. And those of you that have not quite cottoned on that Infowars is disinformation, and a very, very subtle way of putting disinformation across through the theatre, okay, hopefully you may come, as we have come, into the light of understanding of what is actually going on with Infowars. It's nothing personal. I can't have anything personal. It's just the fact that we look for truth, and when things are not right, the alarm bells sound in the ear, and it's just, hang on, there's something wrong here. It's like anything else. If we're dealing with purity, anything tainted that comes along, we might not know at first what it is, but we can smell it. We can smell it. There's something wrong here. There's a smell of rottenness. What is it? And then as we hold it to one side and just keep looking over, we come eventually to understand what the stench is. And Infowars is a stench all of its own. We'll leave you there, Mr. Watson. Where's Molly? Oh, she's gone out shopping.